I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm talking in a mute. Okay. I'm sorry for that. Right. Up to SQL Server 2000, there is no management studio. Okay. So using which tool we can connect to the SQL Server in the year of 2000? We are going to use Server Manager. Using Server Manager, okay, we are going to connect to the SQL Server 2000. From 2005 onwards, from SQL Server 2005 onwards, SSMS is introduced. Okay. Up to SQL Server 2014, SSMS is inbuilt software in the SQL Server application. You have to simply choose management tools while installing the SQL Server. If you remember that shared features screen, okay, if you remember that shared feature screen, there in the shared feature screen, you can see management tools option. You have to simply choose the tools option so that you will you are going to get management studio with the SQL Server installation, that is for up to SQL Server 2014. From SQL Server 2016 onwards, SSMS is separated. Once you install SQL Server, you have to install SSMS also separately. Okay, right? Installation is completed now. Now I want to open SSMS. How to open SSMS? You can open SSMS using SSMS. Just type SSMS on the Windows search option. You will get the Management Studio. Or else you can type Management Studio, whatever you want, you can type it. It's not an issue. Management Studio also you'll get, but you will get a lot of things. You have to choose Management Studio. Okay. Right. It's not compulsory that you have to use SSMS only. Right. Any questions? Someone pinged me. Please give me recording versions. Okay, sure, sir. Okay, can record the session. Right, okay. So let me cancel this. Actually, once you open the Management Studio, automatically you will get the connect button. By mistake, if you are not getting, you want to connect to server, you can use this plug symbol. Okay, you can use this plug symbol, okay, to connect to the server. Just click on the plug symbol. It will ask you to which server you want me to connect. Of course, we have already discussed it, right? We can install 50 instances in one Windows server. Okay, we can install. Why? Because we have instances. See, SQL instance means SQL server only. If I say SQL server and if I say Windows server, you will confuse it, right? So that's why for SQL server, I'm going to use a terminology called SQL instance. Okay, Windows server. Server means Windows server. Okay, fine. Right. So it will ask you what is the server type. Earlier, if you remember or not, we have components of the SQL server. Can anyone tell me what are the components of the SQL server? Very good. Analysis services, integration services, reporting services. If you select here, it will ask you to which service you are going to connect. To which service you are going to connect? Are you going to connect to analysis services or reporting services or integration services? Or this is the new feature. Azure SSIS integration services. To which service you want to connect? So we haven't installed these four, right? So we have installed only database engine, right? So make sure you're choosing database engine every time. Guys, as a DBA, we have to connect to database engine only. Why? Because you can manage the SQL server using database engine only. Of course, there are some scenarios where you have to connect to SSIS, SSRS, SSES and all. Okay, but those are the different. Okay, in this case, in case if we want to see all the databases, you want to manage the SQL server. Okay, you have to choose database engine as a server type. Okay, choose database engine as a server type. Then it is asking server name. What is this name? Actually, can anyone tell me?
SQL server name, default
What is this name? Any other name?
is the name
Computer
of
name.
Very good.
Computer.
Excellent.
Computer name.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. As it is a default instance, it is showing computer name here. Okay. So you can keep it as it is, or else sometimes if it is not showing, click on this drop down, browse for more, expand the database engine, select the name, click OK, then also it will give you the computer name. And if you go like this, you can see easily identify how many instances are there. If you see 3, 4, 5 instances, that means those instances are installed in this machine. If you see only one, means only one instance is installed in this machine. Okay, right? Cancel it. Authentication, I'll tell you what is this authentication and all. Usually, you want to log into your net banking. You are a SBI customer, you want to log into your net banking. What you are going to do?
We have to type username and password.
Username and password.
Before
Username
that,
and password.
yes, first of all, we are going to open the SBI net banking page. It will ask you the username and password. You have to provide the username and password. Imagine you are unable to connect to the SBI net banking using the username and password. What is the issue? What might be the issue?
Incorrect password or username.
Very good. Either username is incorrect, either password is incorrect. What are the other issues?
Forget
Sometimes
password.
authentication may be failed. Authentication.
Yeah, authentication is failed only. What are the reasons of failing authentication? If you remember or not, if you go to any company,
Windows 7. Okay.
yes, if you go to any company, first of all, they will give you a dummy kit, right? If you are selected for any company, okay, any company, software, non-IT also, that's fine. Whenever you go to the company earlier, due to COVID pandemic, now it's not possible, but earlier they used to give one kit on the first day itself, dummy kit. Bank people will sit there in the office. Whoever is new joiners are there, they will distribute the dummy kit. In that dummy kit, dummy username will be there, dummy password will be there. Okay. But immediately if you try to log in with the same username and password, is it going to accept?
No, it is asking new password setting like that.
Immediately it won't work, right? That representative will tell you, sir, check after 2-3 days. What they will do in these 2-3 days? Once you got the dummy kit, what do you think they are going to do? What kind of operations in these 2-3 days? Why they are asking 2-3 days time?
Trying to authenticate.
It will take time
Password.
to create
Why?
the account.
Very
in
good.
server.
Excellent. 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 In the server, in these 2-3 days, what they will do? They will simply create an account for you. Then only those credentials will work for you. Right? That means if you don't have account, yes, some people told like in case if the username is wrong or if the password is wrong, we are unable to connect to the net banking. The other possible condition is if you are not created as a member of the SBI database, then in that case also you cannot connect to the net banking, right? Right? Clear?
Yes,
In
yes.
the same
Yes, sir.
way, whenever you want to connect to SQL Server, remember guys, those who are having a sysadmin privileges, system administrator privileges, don't think like everyone can connect to SQL Server. No, no, they cannot connect. During installation, we are going to add some people. If you remember or not, there is an option called add current user option. If you click on that option, it will create a login. If you can see here, computer name slash login name, administrator. Okay. Whenever you click on that option, it will create a login in the SQL server. Though only that person can log in, or else whoever is added during the installation phase, they can connect. Okay. So here you have to understand, don't think everyone can connect to your SQL server. Why? Because that is a database. No one can access easily. No one can connect easily in case you are a local administrator also. An account should be created in the SQL server, then only you can connect to the SQL server. We have two types of authentication. Authentication means how you are connecting to SQL server, simply, right? So you can see a server rooms. You can see the server rooms there. If you want to enter into the server room, no one can enter into the server room, right? There is a authentication method. Some people will swipe their ID card. Some people will put the biometric. Some people will enter the pin 1 2 3 4 pin. Okay. In the same way, here also, those are the methods. Those are different types of entering into the server room. Okay. Server room or any prohibited area. In the same way, we have two methods. One is Windows authentication method, SQL Server authentication. Forget about all these things. These are the newly added features. Main ways are two ways. You can connect to the SQL Server in two ways. One is either Windows authentication method. Second one is SQL Server authentication method or mixed mode authentication. Mixed mode. SQL Server authentication method, it is not asking username and password. So can I connect now? It is not asking any username and password. Can I connect or it will throw the error?
Yes, you can.
Why? Without password, can you connect to your net banking?
No, you cannot connect with that password.
What is the answer now?
Because it's already set it right, that default user.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Administrator.
So the answer is whether I have to give the password or no need to give the password here. So
No
the
No need to keep password.
yes, okay. Why I got this administrator account here?
During
okay.
installation, we set as
During
default,
installation.
add that user, right?
Is it? So if you set a run as a, okay, like if you click on add
Okay.
current user, so that it will be created. You can see this username here.
Yes, I'm thinking like that, but not
No,
sure.
the answer is wrong. Okay, so with which account you logged into your server?
Local account.
Yes,
Administrator.
you used administrator account,
Local.
right?
Yes.
Remember, guys, any account prefixed with a computer name. Any account prefixed with computer name. As now you logged into administrator account, that's why you can see computer name slash administrator here. If you logged in as a Sharath, you can see computer name slash Sharath. If you logged in as a money, you can see computer name slash money. If you logged in as a some other person with a different account, you can see computer name slash the account name. Okay, clear? Now I just logged in as an administrator in this server, so that's why I can see, okay, computer name slash administrator. Clear, everyone?
Yes, I'm
Very good.
Yes,
How
sir.
you logged into this server? How you logged in as an administrator to this server? Forget about SQL server. How you logged in into this server, Windows server? You already gave your username and password, right? If you remember, if you type mstsc remote desktop, it will ask username and password. You will type username as administrator, you will type password as your default password, whatever password you gave, right? Right? Any issues, guys, here? Any issues? Let me know in case if you are confusing. Just let me know. While logging into the Windows server, you will give username as administrator, you will give the administrator password, right?
yes.
So as if you gave the correct password, then only it will allow us to enter into the machine, right?
Yes.
So that's why it won't ask the password one more time. As you are successfully verified user in the Windows level, so it won't ask the password if you choose Windows authentication. Why? Because in the Windows level, you have already verified successful user. If you choose SQL Server authentication, now you have to give the username separately, you have to give the password separately. Is it clear, guys? Very important, very, very
Yes,
important.
sir.
Yes,
Clear.
understood.
Okay, so usually as a DBS we are going to connect as a Windows authentication. Okay, why? Because we are the local admins and we are sysadmin in the SQL Server level, so we are going to use Windows authentication in the organization. Other people, other users will choose SQL Server authentication, so that for them we are going to create a separate users and passwords. They are going to use the separate users and password to connect to the SQL Server. Clear, right? Let me go back to Windows authentication. Let me click on connect button. Right. Now, if this is called Object Explorer, in this area, this is your Object Explorer. In this area, you can see all the connected instances. Whatever instance is there, you can see all the connected instances here. Okay, the list of instances you can see here. Let me connect to one more instance. Click on connect button. Connect. Let me connect to one more instance. Click on connect button. Let me connect to one more instance. So, did you get any doubt now? Sir, we have installed only one instance, right? So how come you are connected to 4 instances? Right? Anyone get the same doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Here, Brian, what is your legal name?
First one.
No. Brian, I'm asking Brian. Brian, what is your legal name?
The Windows 4, the server, the first one, 4.0.
No. That is forget about it. What is your legal name? Legal name.
VIOF, VIYOF.
Okay, Vioff. Very good.
Yeah.
How your friends are going to call you?
VIOF,
Vioff. How your parents are going to call you?
VIOF,
Vioff. How your sir is going to call you?
VIOF,
Huh? Me.
VIOF.
How I am going to call you? How I am going to call you? Brian.
Yes.
Right? So person will have its common, person will have multiple names, right? Okay.
Yes.
So in the same way, here Brian name is Vioff also. Brian legal name is Vioff.
Yes.
Okay. So I can call Brian as Vioff. I can call Brian as Brian. I can call in case if he's having any nicknames, I can use nicknames also to call him. Right?
Okay.
Do you
Yes.
have any nicknames, Brian?
Mm,
Okay, no problem.
no. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So in the same way, everyone will have different names. Legal name is different. Your parents are going to call you in a different name with a different name. Your friends are going to call you with a different name. Okay, so anyhow, finally they are going to call you only. In the same way, we have only one instance, but we just continued using 4 different names.
Names. Okay. Okay.
Got my point?
Yes.
Only one instance is installed. Don't think like 4 instances are installed in this machine. Only one instance is installed, but I used 4 ways to connect to the same instance. One way is computer name. Second way is simply dot. Dot represents a computer name.
Mm.
If you give dot, it represents a computer name. No need to type the whole name. Simply replace
Okay.
with the dot. Why I am explaining these things means sometimes senior people will come to you, or else sometimes you are going to talk with the senior people and you can see the instance name as dot. Sir, where is the instance name, sir? You don't ask like that. Okay, dot is a
Okay.
default instance name. Local
Okay.
is a default instance, another name. Local host is a default instance, another name. Right? In that way, we can
Right.
connect to a default instance in multiple ways. These are the only 4 ways. I guess 6 or 7 ways are there. Okay, so if you
Okay.
see a computer name, or if you see a dot, or if you see a local, or if you see a local host, that means they are connected to a default instance. Right?
Right, sir.
Any questions, guys? Right. So if no questions, that's it for today. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Or else we'll disconnect.
Shanmugh,
Yeah, tell me.
Sir,
apart from that dot local host, is there any name we have to give?
We can have multiple names. Just go and browse it. Okay. We have some IP address. You can give port number. Network name is there. Just browse it. Okay. These are the 4 names I know, but we have 6 or 7 ways to connect to a default instance. Just browse it in the Google.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Any other questions, guys?
okay, sir, I want to take you back where you said the SQL Server installation, and then there's a problem.
Mhm.
You go into the folder
Yes.
and you check the folder. How do you know that the problem? How do you find the problem?
I'll
in the
tell you.
folder?
Yeah. Tomorrow in the next class, I'm going to tell you how to. A very good question. Okay. How to check whether my last installation is successful or failure. How to check
Okay.
it. I'll tell you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Nothing to worry. Yeah.
So then I also want to request for the
Yes.
links of the
Yeah.
installation, the
Of
program.
course. Yeah. I'm going to share you. Okay. I'm going to share you. Any other questions, guys? Any other doubts?
What is the uses of another instances actually? How can we use this one another instances?
Uh, we have multiple users. See, don't think like we can install 50 instances means okay, customers are going to utilize all the 50 instances, are going to install all the 50 instances in the machine. Might be hardly you can see 2 or 3 instances. Okay, there is a different applications. Imagine you are working in a bank. Bank will have lot of applications, right? Bank will have net banking. Bank will have loans section. Bank will have okay business loan section. Okay, bank will have gold loan section. So imagine requirement is different here. Banks will have forex trading section, demat section. Okay, so in that case, you want to utilize a different instance for different requirement. You can go for different installation. Okay, depends upon your requirement. You can go for extra instances. Okay, if there is no requirement, usually every application will have mostly one instance only. But if you have multiple requirements, people are going to install multiple instances in the machine.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Shanmugh, as
Yes.
of now, installation part is completed, right?
Yes, it was completed. Yes.
Is there any other softwares we have to install?
Nothing like after installation is completed, you have to use SSMS only. Okay, you have to install SSMS only. And again, okay, the same videos has been uploaded in the YouTube channel. Okay, go to the YouTube and check it. Okay, all the classes, whatever we have discussed till last Sunday. So I just uploaded those videos in the YouTube. Go to YouTube and type SQL DBA classes. Okay, there you can see our channel name SQL DBA classes and search it. Go down and go to the video section, and there you can see okay, these are the batch 38. Okay, batch 38 class
Yes, Shanmugh,
14.
I
Yeah,
already saw the videos and I
yes,
subscribed also.
very good for that, thank you for that. And you can see here batch 38 class 7 class 8, and it's already there batch 38 class 1. Yeah, batch 38 class 1 class 2 class 3 class 4 class 5 class 6. Sometimes it will be in jumbled order. Okay, 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, so just go through these recordings. Okay, in case if you missed anything. Okay, for the next 2-3 weeks, I'm going to upload the sessions in the YouTube. You
Okay.
can directly browse
Thank you,
it
sir.
using YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, then after like before starting the HADR concepts, I don't upload those videos in the YouTube. I'm going to send those videos personally to your mail IDs. Okay, so for the
Okay,
next
sir.
2-3 weeks, I'm going to upload all the sessions in the YouTube in the same channel pace. Try to
Okay.
browse it. Okay, yeah. Any other
Thank you,
questions,
sir.
guys? Yes.
From next week, Friday will be there, right? Class.
Yes, very good question. Okay, and of course, we are going to discuss tomorrow. From the next week onwards, Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be the classes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay, sir. Will you send the link to
Of course, Brian.
to WhatsApp, through the WhatsApp?
No, I'm going to send it to your mail ID.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Any questions? Any doubts? Right. That's it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Try to set up the environment. Okay. Install your SQL servers and set up your Windows servers and all. And just let me know in case if you are facing any issues again. Just reach me out as a last line of defense. Okay. After checking all the recordings and all. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye. Good night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Shanmugam.
sir.
Bye, good
Thank
night.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah.
good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Shanmugam.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Yeah. Good night.